The thing is, you can't just go out and buy a whole bunch of refrigerator magnets and put them on your body or put them on your feet. You're not gonna get that the result from those magnets. The Nikken magnets, they are patented, so no one else can reproduce these magnets. This technology, it belongs solely to Nikken, and it has since the 70s. These are the very first pair of mag steps from Nikken that were, that ever existed since then, and they were super beneficial then, and since then they've only been improved. But the technology behind our Nikken products, only Nikken has it. So, sorry to burst that bubble. You can't just go and put your refrigerator magnets on your feet today. But it's a product that has really changed lives for so many people. For so many people who have nerve damage, who have disorders that affects your nervous system. One of the great things is that being exposed to the magnetism, nerves are repolarized and they're re-energized, and they start to function again, and they start to have the flexibility and movement that they should have. And what happens to our blood when we're exposed to these to the magnetism is our blood cells expand 30%, allowing more oxygen in the blood cell. Where there's oxygen, there's life. It has a technology that not only does it do what we just mentioned, it provides us with more balance, with more strength. It repolarizes the nerves. It expands the blood cell. And all of this, by the way, guys, this can all be proven. Everything that I'm saying, don't just take my word for it. Hey, look it up. We've got documents that prove, we have medical research that proves that what our rheumatology study, carpal tunnel study, osteoporosis study, diabetic study, these are all studies that have been done. So these are published medical studies on our products. So don't just take what I'm saying. It's proven. It's been proven. The study's been put through, the product's been put through testing by other entities outside of the Nikken organization and family and consultants, but other medical entities have put the products to the test. Okay, so here's the proof. It's not just that we're saying it, we can prove it. You definitely want, that's why I mentioned earlier, you want, for anyone who is dealing with nerve damage or conditions that affects their nerve system, conditions that affects their joints, conditions like osteoporosis that affects their bone health, you want people to be exposed to what these products can do, because they're life-changing. I no longer cry going up the stairs every day at home. I don't cry when I go up and down my stairs. I can run up and down my stairs. The last time I ran, guys, I was 17 years old. I was not able to run. My joints hurt too much for me to run. So I've experienced a complete life-changing change since I've been exposed to the products. Here we have people who give their personal testimonials on using the products, on using the magnetic products, the alkaline water. Another thing that we have is alkaline water filters. This alkaline water filter, I don't know if you guys know what alkalinity is or the pH level of the water. That is life or death, guys. Life or death. That helped me so much. People like myself, and if you're listening and you have arthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, if you have fibromyalgia, if you have You know, all of these conditions, they happen because there's a very high level of acidity in your body. Acidity is a huge factor in the cancer game. Acidity causes cancer. So we need to bring down the acidic levels in our body to restore it and make it healthy again and prevent certain diseases or certain progression of diseases, and maybe even reverse the effect. You know, take the time to do your research. All that I needed for me was that one day where I went and watched that the product presentation in Susan's trailer. I sat on that Kenko seat pillow for 35 minutes. That night I did not cry going up my stairs. That night I did not cry going up my stairs, and it sort of still chokes me up just talking about it because I remember that pain like it was yesterday. If you have rheumatoid arthritis, you know what I'm talking about. You can empathize and you know what I mean. It's painful. The next morning when I woke up, I was not locked. My joints were not locked. I did not cry or I mentally prepared myself for the pain that I would feel as I had to get up off my bed, but I didn't feel the pain. There was no pain. The next day at work, I spent the entire day at work moving without complaining once about my pain. And that day I told one of my coworkers about what I had about Nikken, how I went to see the products, the presentation, what I had learned, how I felt last night, how I felt this morning. At the end of the day, he said to me as I was walking out of the office, he said, "Hey, Clarissa, you didn't complain once today. You didn't have, any pain or bodily discomfort." Because I hate, guys, I drop a pen and to reach down and get that pen, I was whining and complaining and hurting. To bend down to get something from the low bottom filing cabinet drawer, and maybe I had to get on my knees or bend my back. I was complaining, I was whining, and ibuprofen was my best friend. That's the one thing that I would take, and I would not, be willing to take anything else. Ibuprofen was the one thing I would take, and even then, I would take that in moderation because I had abused ibuprofen being young. I would take that like it was Tic Tacs, and that's highly damaging to your body. And I did not take ibuprofen the way that I did then, and I would be very selective whether I could tolerate any more pain or not. If I could tolerate more pain, I wouldn't take it. But ibuprofen had become my best friend, and that day was just life-changing. I got home that evening and I said, "Mom," I told her how I was feeling, and we joined the company. We were not planning to just be customers, because once you can experience that type of life change, and then think as we experience even more life changes after that. There are moms whose children um, are autistic or have difficulty concentrating in class and needed a teacher aide or a learning aid to sit with them in class to help keep them calm, to help them focus, to help them learn. And being able to use these products and for the child to become a straight A student, to no longer need a teacher aide. I mean, that without any chemical, assistance, that's insane. That is life changing. Any mom having a child who needs that type of assistance. My daughter's her from her side of the family, her brothers, there's a pattern of autism, and it's difficult for her, to grasp concepts and learn the way other children her age do. These products have had an impact in her learning. From being and crying daily, saying, "Mommy, I don't get it. I don't understand it," even after explaining a million different ways, having that difficulty in grasping concepts, to now to being straight A student, to being student of the month. I mean, I'm never going to forget the moment where she was called to stage. We were at a school assembly. I had no clue that my daughter was going to be called up on stage as Student of the Month. The emotion, the overwhelming emotion, that comes to a mom when their child has that type of difficulty condition, to see that those results and to know that without these products that would not have been possible, you feel a moral obligation to share it with other people, because there are people suffering, there are children suffering, there are animals suffering. This was one of those videos that I cannot even watch without crying and sobbing like a baby. But this one too. Just the results of people's experience with these products is, it's amazing. If you know someone who's in pain, guide them towards my website. They can send me an email. They can reach me on my on my blog. Just have them reach out to me. Have them look for me. My name is Clarissa. I am a mommy work from home story. I'm on Facebook. I'm on YouTube. I have my blog. This is my Nikken website, which is nikken.com/betterlife. Have them reach out to me. There is hope for that pain, and it's hope that it won't have any side effects, which is huge. I'll do a separate video talking about our water filter and alkalinity and what this can do. But it's, I mean, for moms who want to provide their children with healthy options, healthy alternative, healthy preventative practices. I mean, the what's in our food nowadays and what our children are exposed to, a lot of us were not exposed to as children. And it's almost like they don't stand a chance at living a cancer-free life as they grow older. There are things that we can do, moms. There are things that we can do to make sure that our family is healthy, to make sure that our children have the best, to make sure that they are growing and building a foundation in their body that, allows them to fight certain things and maybe not be prone to have certain diseases that almost right now seem inevitable. I have psoriasis in my head, and that's why I usually don't wear my hair up, because I don't want people to see it. But using our shower head has diminished my psoriasis. I mean, it's a never-ending list of things that these products have done for my family. My mom's fingers, who were crooked, who were distorted and deformed, with the magnetic bracelets, they have straightened up. I mean, it's just amazing. Carpal tunnel. My mom and I both have carpal tunnel. We wear the bracelets all the time. We don't have that pain that shoots from our wrist up to our shoulder. We don't have that pain. Or that shoots from our wrist to our fingers. We don't have that pain. Mom would suffer from migraines. She no longer suffers from migraines. Even these necklaces, they're prettier, but they're still just like the others. They're magnetic. We don't suffer from those things anymore. We have been able to really change our lifestyle and change the pain that we're exposed to on a daily basis, reduce it, for certain things, pretty much annihilate that pain. There is hope, guys. Share this with people that you know who are in pain, who are suffering. It's really life-changing. So like I said, have them reach out to me. This is my page. It's nikken.com/betterlife. Reach out, and I'll love to go ahead and discuss more.